Kevin and I know. See, when me and Kevin talk, we have we don't have to dumb none of this down because we get exactly what each other talking about, and this is why I'm saying you're talking to insiders. So you hear Kevin say the OTC, that's the over-the-counter store. That's the discount beauty supply store. That's what that is, the OTC. We call it the OTC. This is the jargon of the business, right? It's the OTC. So when he said they wasn't meant to carry the particular products that he had, meaning these products was exclusive to professionals. Why? Because they was chemicals, and the people who sold it was also educated on how to use it properly. A good salesman knows the product that he's selling. That's what makes a good salesman and a
Right.
bad salesman. So Mr. Knight and people like Mr. Knight was educated by the manufacturer on how to use the professional end products, how to use a relaxer safely, what a neutralizer does, what neutralizing shampoo does, and how to condition it, how long to put the relaxer on. The manufacturers had set them up with education so they could educate the professional on how to use it. When the OTC got it, i.e. the Korean store, when the Korean store got it, and Mrs. Smith from up the street, who is not a beauty pro, saw it at the salon, so she now want to go use it because in her mind, if the salon use it, it's the best stuff. She go to the Korean and buy it. There's no education about it. Korean don't know how to use it, but she needs information. So she go to the Korean store. How do you use this? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's relaxer. It's relaxer. 20 minute, 20 minute, 20 minute, and then she buy it, go home and burn her hair out. This is one of the reasons why you need a professional distributor. As look, here's something I want to do. Now y'all gonna get mad at me because this is the second time I'm gonna bring this man name up, and I already know how Kevin feel. We got to take Trump playbook, man. Trump is trying to make America great again. Let's make being black great again. Let's make black business great again. Let's bring this down home a little bit. Take this play and run this play. He's want to make America great again. I want to make black business great again. He want to do tariffs. I want to do tariffs. If you in our community and you taking money out and you treat the community unfair, all right, we're gonna put a tariff on you. Okay? No more going in your store spending up all the black money for you to put it in your van and drive out of here, shut your store down, and you don't do nothing back for the black community. We're gonna put a tariff on you. I want to do what Trump doing on a smaller scale. Let's make being black great again. What do you think about that, Cav?
I making black great again is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a period right there.
He ain't gonna talk about Trump. I'm telling y'all now. And I'm only talking about him because I believe his playbook can be rolled over for a different to serve us. So he's a businessman kind of teaching something, but you gotta look through the fold to kind of see what he's teaching. I'm look, I own a beauty salon from 1996 to 2023. I need to say that again. I owned a beauty salon or several from 1996 to 2023. It was the name Art of Beauty, and I'm Art Williams. Now, listen to me. In my salon, when I first opened, I had $13 left in my bank account. October the 13th, 1996, 209 South 52nd Street was my home location. And my buddy asked me outside. I got these pictures. I'm going to find them and see if we can incorporate them into the show. I got pictures from this stuff. My buddy said, what are you going to do if it don't work? I said to him, there's no choice but to work. And I got to take my hats off because there was a man around the corner named Milt Jackson who had a salon called Primp and Pamper. It was West Philly's primary salon. And listen, I opened 75 feet away, right? 75 feet away. Just his fallout made me good. So it was a smart move. And I'm gonna tell you about the salon business. Back in the 90s, girls that do hair, I want y'all to hear me. It was very common for one hairstylist to do 15 to 17 heads in a 12-hour day. In the 1990s, one hairstylist bought into the salon over $3,000. One person. She left with 1,500. I left with 1,500 of that 3,000. Now I want y'all to hear me. I had 10 girls doing that in the 90s. So if you don't understand what business you in, listen to the OGs. Listen to Unc. You are in a business that you don't even know about. You're in a business that you turn it into a hustle, and we need to make it great again. Kevin is telling you, his father got into a van when he was a kid, loaded it up with beauty supplies. I'm gonna call it, because Kevin say this a lot. Like, I know Kevin daily. We do business together. Right now, we doing some real estate stuff together, and we talk daily. Kevin says to me when he hanging up the phone, I gotta go sell some shampoo. Okay? This is how intimate we are about this thing. His father used to get in the van and go sell shampoo. I used to wake up in the morning and go turn the keys to open my beauty shop. As a kid, I used to go to the distributor warehouse and sell shampoo on the phone to Korean people. This is the inside trap. Kev, talk a little bit about the Kazuri curling iron, because man, you bust that up. Let's discuss that so that people can hear about that.
Kazuri, black owned. If you're in this industry for any length of time, you know Kazuri, one of the best, if not the best, stove curling iron in the market, and I'm going to say ever. Still is. Black owned company, the Whites, great people, great people. They had come across a challenge with their irons. As the story goes, it was being counterfeited, I guess is the right word, counterfeited to the point that people, stores were selling irons that looked like Kazuri irons, but they weren't Kazuri irons. And it had hit the company so hard that it almost put them out of business. And that's something that we should have known what a Kazuri iron is, know what it looks like, know what it feels like, because it pretty much almost decimated their company and put them out of business.
Say that again. The last part. The part
It
about
pretty almost decimated them and almost put them out of business.
what action almost put them out of business? What decimated them?
The fact that the irons were being counterfeited, so their irons weren't being sold. They were going into stores and looking at irons that looked like Kazuri, but they weren't Kazuri irons.
Now, I want to piggyback off of that because I told y'all, talking to the OGs of the beauty hair industry, I'm going to tell y'all what I saw. And there is so much continuity to my story. I want y'all to notice it. And hit the subscribe button too, because I'm just getting started, so I need this. I told you when I was 15 or 17 or whatever. I think I was in the 7th grade. How old are you when you're in the 7th grade? What age is that? Anybody know?
Oh, wow.
We old men. Anybody remember? Anyway, I was in the 7th grade. So whatever age that is, I think it's 15. If I'm wrong, forgive me.
Like 12, 13. Like 12, 13.
13. Okay.
12, 13.
I was in the 7th grade, y'all, so I'm like 13 years old. Okay. Listen, I know I was in the 7th grade because I rode my bike from school to work. And I want y'all to hear me out. So this was a few years later because the Koreans had got there. So I'm going to say I was 17 or 15 or 16, whatever. The important part of the story is this. I was in a Korean store doing the merchandising like I mentioned earlier. Kazuri curling irons used to come in gold paper wrapped, and they was pre-oiled to make them work nice and smooth and properly. So you could see the little oil stains on the brown paper, and on the brown paper would be the size mark, whether it's a number 1 or 2 or A or B or C or D or whatever. And the Koreans had told me when I was finished merchandising their store and bringing their order in, they wanted to return the Kazuri iron. So I'm down there and I'm counting them. I'm sitting down low where the checkout counter is. I'm sitting down on the checkout counter. You know, you got to step up in the Korean stores, and the checkout counter is elevated a little bit. So I'm sitting on a part where you step up, and I got the Korean, I got the Kazuri, excuse me, I got the Kazuri iron box in my hand, and I'm counting them so I can mark the return. I'm counting them. As I'm counting the Kazuri irons to put them in the return box, hairstylists walk into the Korean store. They say, give me a K iron, to the Korean lady, the owner. I got a K iron in my hand. Get ready to return 3 of them. I think it's like, I know I'm gonna forget this. I'm gonna return them, 3 of them. Korean ladies say, we don't have it. I look at my hand. I don't want to take them back, because the more I take back, the more my boss got to give credit. We rather sell the stuff, right? So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I can sell it right here. The Korean lady say, we no got it. So I look up and I go, I take the iron, I hold it up over the counter and go, I got 3. I got 1 right here. And the lady took it and bought it. When I finished, the Korean lady said, you know, dude, don't do that. We only sell A+. So when I went back to the warehouse and I told my boss what's up, we had a conversation. He said, look, they now make them. They counterfeit them. And they all was returning the Kazuri iron, which is a better model, made better, and sold the A+. Now, Kevin talked about this. Listen to me, y'all. Kevin talked about the OTC. I want to give y'all the power of the OTC, okay? The over-the-counter store. If Kevin made shampoo and he had to get it out to you, the people that's watching this, he had to get it to you, and he can't do it himself. He got to rely on the stores that sell shampoo to get it to you. That's who he go to. He give them, here's a dozen shampoo, sell it to your customers. Now, if you don't want to sell Kevin shampoo, Kevin can't sell shampoo. If you, the store owner, say, okay, give it to me, and when Kevin leave, you put it under the shelf and don't sell it, you're putting Kevin out of business. You aren't being honest. You aren't telling him, I'm not going to sell you shampoo. Just leave it here until they get old. And that's what these Koreans have done. And they've done it to every black distributor, every black product maker that's ever existed. Look, the truth hurts. They've done it to everybody. You guys got to understand this, all right? The black hair care business belongs to black people. It's our hair. Why do it belong to anybody else? How we don't own a business that's related so close to us as the hair on our head? Think about what we're talking about. We are the OGs of this game. We insiders. We unks. We know this game. Kevin Knight stores Nice Beauty Supply. Call him and talk to him. If you are a professional barber, a beautician, and you come across this and you want to know more, you can call Nice Beauty Supply and see if Kevin got time to talk to you, and go in there and visit him and make black hair great again.